I'm coming in loud and clear. Might hear me on the radio. Breaker, breaker, 19. Anybody got their ears on?
Hey everybody, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains of North Carolina, and I thought it was time to do a long-term wrap-up review of the MLA-30 active loop antenna for shortwave and midwave. I love this thing. I know when I made part one, it was basically building it and installing it. I don't really remember us doing a whole lot of scanning with it, and we'll go inside here in a little bit and I'll show you the kind of reception it gets. But it is nothing short of extraordinary what a small loop antenna like this is able to do. I have this thing up here, I'd say it's about 16, 17 feet off the ground, and cost, I think I paid 36, I can't remember, but great reception, man. Like super low noise floor, very good on AM, extraordinarily good on shortwave, and really happy with it. So let's go inside. We'll turn on, I've got the 394DX hooked up to this right now, and we'll go through and we'll kind of run through some of the channels that it does pick up. We'll try to zoom in here so you can see as far as how it's held up. You know, I mean, there's the box there. It's nice. I mean, this is over a year in the air and everything is just super clean. So I haven't had any issues, no rust forming, no moisture issues, nothing. So really happy with it, really. Yeah, let's go inside and let's see what we can pick up.
All right, here we are inside the house. This is the MLA-30, active loop antenna. I've had it about a year, a little close to a year anyway. And so it's like 9 o'clock at night, sun's just about setting. I'll go ahead and turn this thing on.
How much? These.
Right off the bat.
I'm 42 years old. I never knew that the word hell
Oops.
had its roots in.
I'll turn that down. So 5950, I kind of like this station. Obviously, you can see the signal strength, or I hope you can see the signal strength, maxed out. I mean, let me turn it up.
Where do you stand?
You gotta crank that thing, the RF
If
gain,
you turn on any television,
nearly to 0 in order to get it. And then, of course,
music,
still a great signal. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'll turn the game back up.
either.
I'll run through some of the stations that should be transmitting in English this time of night. So let's see
Or
what else we can get.
Your will, it's your intention. You are
There we go. And again, this maxed out. Let me see if I can figure out where that station's coming in
Say
from.
the name of Jesus.
5085 is in Lebanon, Tennessee, so a relatively close signal. Let's go down and see what 55 is doing. So strong that it, this is in Port Villa, North Dakota.
Let me tell you something.
That is in, boy, I don't even know where that is. All right, here's a CW. You can tell, and this is the gain turn, that's the gain all the way down. Right, so lots of cool stuff. Let's go up to 58.
present the award letter, crystalline plaque, Master's financial contribution, as well as for publications and DVDs to Mr. James.
I mean, these stations are coming in really nicely.
And gratitude that we present together the Shining World Compassion Award for bringing smiles of relief to vulnerable individuals.
And I hope you can see it. Doesn't look like it's showing up very well. The signal, I don't think you guys can see that. Let me see if I can.
in recognition
All right, so you can't see it very well. You can kind of make it out. 5800 is where we're at right now. And so, like, it works beautifully. I can see the screen beautifully here, but I can tell, obviously, it's not showing up very well there. I'll turn the volume down.
United Nations, or UN, report presents the deteriorating.
All right, so I'm seeing that it's not showing up very clearly there, but we're on 5800. I'll just keep going through, and I'll kind of call off the station numbers as I type them in or as we go through them. But I just want to point out again, I've got the gain turned back up. You can see I've got a plenty strong signal.
124 million
There's not even
people
any
in
drift.
poverty, with constant hunger again, and likely
And the
cost
noise floor
83 to 130
is super low.
remote.
So yeah, I'm really happy. An active loop antenna. Now I've got a 100-foot wire antenna outside there, and I've switched back and forth between the two on many occasions. And in every single occasion, whether it's on midwave or long wave or shortwave, the loop antenna has outperformed the long wire antenna, and that was kind of a huge surprise, because you're talking about like 3 foot of wire versus 100 foot of wire. I just figured there's no way it's going to be able to pull that off, but it does. So I'm going to continue rolling through. I'll punch in some other stations.
Remember I said there was some guy writing about us and never even told you who it was? How many here remember that? Raise your hand.
5930 is Nashville, I think. Voice of America should be 5830. Yeah, it's Voice of America.
Somebody wrote this fella. I never write.
We don't like if people
5850.
connect us with the East because we don't want to be considered less developed country. That's why we feel kind of offended.
Somewhere
that
overseas.
We just want to determine the borders, and we want to make it clear that we are more inclined.
Is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things?
Oh, University Network. This is Dr. Eugene Scott's legacy. His wife, Melissa Scott, Pastor Scott, is still running this. Or was last time I checked, anyway.
But what do you say to...
Let's try...
Not mine, for that.
Let's try
The same temperament.
5945. That's the BBC.
What happens to them when they pass away? Do they go into the...
I mean, again, coming in beautifully clear.
The Van Allen radiation.
And these are just English channels I'm searching for. There's a ton of channels, As a matter of fact, I'll go into some channels that aren't necessarily in English. 6000 is Havana, Cuba.
Havana, Cuba, that's our address. It's real but I'm just mentioning.
And again, you've got to turn the gain almost all the way down.
240 Havana, Cuba. That's why you know, take an envelope, you write that on there, the P.O. Box 2230, and you put a stamp on it, tap it to the post office.
I'll try this one here. 630 is all the way up in Calgary. I mean, it's maxed out, right?
Haroldis Chapman con 22, y Raizel Iglesias con 22, y aquí Vázquez manda un rolling al cubano.
Go up to 675. That should be from China. Yeah, I'm not picking that one up. Let's try something from the Caribbean. Amazing. All right, let's try a different segment of the band here. Let's go up into the higher bands here and see if we can pick up anything. How about 7425? That's the CW. There's some ham radio stuff on 71. There you go.
Captain Mike Harris, Highway here, 20 over 9, and that is doing very, very well out of Sebring. And Cal, you're running 35 over 1 feet to 40, and Jim, you're 40 to 45. There's not too much difference. Jim, you're stronger than Cal, but not by much. And Cal, I think, is running barefoot, so it's like the angle.
Anyway, so let's move back up. Let's go to 74. Monticello, where's that? Yeah, I don't even know where that is. All right, let's move up into the 9s. Van Diver? Again, I'm not even sure where that is, but as you can see, well, hopefully you can see. Is that Silent Night playing?
Yes.
That's interesting for July. But, you know, signal's maxed out. Turn the gain way down. Right, pretty impressive there. It is. I better get off of that before I get a copyright strike. We turn the volume down. Let's see even how much farther up we can go there. Let's see here. If we go, Solomon Islands would be 95.45. And that's the Solomon Islands. 95.50. Not coming in right now. 75. That's the BBC.
Expand the universe of the show, a universe of the hour. So I'm gonna add like a couple of ads in there.
Now let's go all the way up into 11, and then I'll show you the AM band, and we'll wrap this video up. There's our time clock at 10K. Digital transmissions that high up. I mean, it's just incredible. The quality of the signals that are coming in is just blows me away that I've got signals that clear this far out. Let's see. One more. That's Beijing, China right there. 21 meter band. That's from Beijing, China. I don't think you get much farther across the world, but that's 1374. I guess I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, clearly you get the picture. If you don't get the picture, here's the picture. The MLA-30 was like, I think I paid $36 with free shipping. It required one piece of scrap PCV piping or PCV pipe, and it didn't take but, you know, in part one you saw me put it together. It didn't take but 30 minutes to put it together. It does have enough cable to run it from the roof to the room here, and it works great, and it works long term. I was a little worried about maybe static discharge causing issues, or, you know, weather issues, but after, you know, what I would say is darn close to a full year at this point, I would recommend it. In fact, I'm considering buying a second one to put on top of the garage to replace the long wire antenna I use out there for this, as my wife shakes her head no. But that, I guess, will do it for tonight. I'm Eric, the owner of Farpoint Farms, and I'm sorry it took so long to come out with this, but instead of making one right away, I wanted to give it some time to make sure that it was a good antenna for the money. And guess what? It is. That'll do it for tonight. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.